Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? Today we're looking at some pretty fascinating AI predictions, straight from Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI.
Yeah, you know him. He runs that company OpenAI.
Exactly.
With that chatbot, ChatGPT.
That's the one. And this isn't just about the techie stuff either.
No.
This is about how these advancements could actually impact you, like in your daily life.
Yeah, and we're talking about a future where AI isn't just like a tool, you know?
Right.
It's more like a partner.
A collaborator.
Maybe even making decisions with you.
I like that.
Yeah.
So one of the big things Altman talked about was this idea of reasoning
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
as the next big step for AI.
Yeah, the next frontier.
It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does.
But he really believes it's the key to unlocking some really powerful AI capabilities.
And the interesting thing is we're already seeing like little hints of this, you know?
Oh, really?
Altman gave this example of AI systems that can just like ace these complex math reasoning tests.
Yeah.
And it's not even about the math itself. It's more about showing that the AI can think logically.
Right.
And that's a big deal.
So if AI can actually reason, does that mean it can handle a lot more than just, writing a poem or summarizing a document?
Absolutely. We're talking AI that could plan a whole trip for you.
Oh, wow.
Book a restaurant that's totally your style. Even do research for you.
Really?
While understanding what you like and don't like. It's about moving from these AI models that only do one thing to systems that can reason, plan, and work together.
Huh. That's a game changer for sure. And this idea of like agentic AI, it's getting a lot of attention lately, right?
Oh, yeah, it's a hot topic. Imagine having an AI assistant that doesn't just follow your instructions, but also like knows what you need before you even ask.
Yeah, and just takes care of everything.
Exactly. But that also brings up some big questions.
Like what?
Like, how do we make sure these AI agents are ethical and safe?
Right.
What happens when they start interacting with other AI agents?
Yeah, good point.
These are all things we need to think about as this technology gets more advanced.
Feels like we're stepping into this whole new world, and there's so much to explore.
Totally.
But going back to the interview for a second, there was also this interesting discussion about the trade-off between speed and accuracy in these AI systems.
Right, and that's a big one. Sometimes you need AI to slow down and think things through to get it right.
Yeah, especially in things like scientific research or medical diagnoses.
Exactly. It's not always about getting the fastest answer.
So it's like choosing between a quick off-the-cuff response and a well-thought-out analysis.
That's a good way to put it.
You pick what suits your needs in the moment, right?
Absolutely. And Altman thinks users should be able to control that balance. You might want speed for just chatting with an AI, but you'd need accuracy for something like financial planning.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of skills we might need in this AI-powered world, Altman also talked about the future of coding.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Some people are wondering if we even need to learn to code anymore with all these advancements.
It's a good question, especially with those no-code platforms popping up that make AI easier to use. Some tech leaders, like the CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, they think we'll soon be able to just tell AI what we want and it'll do all the coding for us.
So are coding boot camps a thing of the past?
Well, not so fast.
Yep.
Even though things are changing quickly, a lot of experts, like Andrew Neig, they still think knowing at least a little bit of coding will be important. It helps you understand how AI works and lets you tweak the output to really get what you want.
It's like you don't need to build a car from scratch, but knowing how it works helps you drive better.
Exactly. It's about understanding the basics so you can use these AI tools more effectively and creatively.
And then there's this whole other debate going on in the AI world right now.
What's that?
Open source versus proprietary models.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
OpenAI was all about open sourcing at first, but then they switched to a more closed commercial approach.
Right. The idea was that open source models would be more transparent and secure because everyone could see the code. But now you have companies like Meta pushing their open source Llama models while OpenAI is keeping their GPT models under wraps.
So is there a right way to do this?
Well, Altman seems to think users will decide what works best for them. Open source gives you flexibility and customization, but the models sometimes have limitations. Proprietary models can be more powerful, but you lose some transparency. It's like choosing between building your own computer or buying a pre-built one. They both have pros and cons.
And this ties back to something really interesting that Altman keeps emphasizing. The future of AI is about systems, not just models.
Oh, yeah. What does he mean by that?
Well, think about it. We've been focusing on individual AI models that are great at specific things. But the real game changer happens when you have multiple AI agents working together, communicating and reasoning as a team.
Okay, I'm listening.
That's when you get these large-scale AI systems that can tackle problems way beyond what we can even imagine today.
So we're not just talking about using AI, but interacting with a whole network of AI systems.
Exactly. And that's why understanding these systems is so important. It's not just about the technology itself, but the social and ethical implications too. This deep dive has given me so much to think about already.
Me too.
And it feels like we're just scratching the surface.